Hey, welcome back to another episode of Simple Truth Television. Today is May 10th, 2022. So, people want to know about the Young Thug and Gunna charges. They supposedly were arrested yesterday on saying that they violated the RICO Act. And notice what it says in the headline. It says Young Thug Gunna reportedly charged in a 56 count indictment. 56 counts, huh? Um, I read an article that said that Young Thug, he where did I put it? They said that Young Thug ordered his YSL members to assassinate the rapper YFN Lucci, who is supposed to be still in prison for his felony murder charges that he caught back in 2021. And I actually remember covering his story. This was another 56 ritual, just like the Young Thug and Gunna arrest. But let me remind you guys what happened with YFN Lucci back in 2021. So TMZ put out this headline that day on January 12th. It says here that YFN Lucci wanted for felony murder over a shooting in Atlanta. And one of the things that we spoke about that day was how this all was taking place 35 days before his birthday, when rap and Catholic and Svengali is all 35. We see a lot of 35 rituals with rappers. And this was also synced up with Lil Wayne's daughter, because him and Reginae Carter, at the I don't know if they're still together, but at the time of his arrest, him and Reginae Carter were in a relationship. And his arrest came 44 days after her 22nd birthday and 107 days after Lil Wayne's birthday. And Lil Wayne is her father, right? And keep in mind, Lil Wayne was 38 at that time. But notice from Lil Wayne's birthday to the arrest on January 12th, it was 107 days. And we know shooting is 107-44. And again, Reginae Carter was his girlfriend at that time. And he was facing, a murder charge for a shooting, and shooting is 107-44. And it looks like, that was over some beef that he had with Young Thug, supposedly. And then fast forward, on November 3rd of that same year, he put out an Instagram post where he gave his mother $56,000 for her 56th birthday. And that was on November 3rd in 2021. And if you just go do a Google search, YFN Lucci and Young Thug, there's going to be an article about Double XL there. This is the article I was looking for. It says this came out yesterday. Young Thug accused of giving permission to YSL members to murder YFN Lucci in jail. May 10th, this was today. Young Thug's attorney Brian Steele issued a statement to Double XL denying the rapper's criminal involvement in the matter. Mr. Williams has committed no violation of law whatsoever. We will fight this case ethically, legally, and zealously. Mr. Williams will be cleared, he said. So, and this was the arrest yesterday. It says Young Thug has been arrested on RICO charges, and among the indictments, an accusation that two of the Thug's associates requested permission from the rapper to put a hit on YFN Lucci. Tonight, May 9th, local Atlanta outlet WSB TV broke the news of Thug's arrest, as well as Gunna and 26 other YSL members and associates receiving the RICO charges. Within the indictment, which WSB TV reporter Michael Sabin has been tweeting out, contained information that two members of YSL had worked to get permission of Young Thug to make a second attempt to murder YFN Lucci while he's jailed in Fulton County. The two YSL members who allegedly got permission from Thug are Christian Eppinger and Antonio Sumlin, according to Satan. All right. And funny, the name Antonio Sumlin equals 59 like yesterday's date. And then this guy name is Christian, right? You got a Christian murderer. But yesterday, what stands out about yesterday's date, like I mentioned in the video that I did on the basketball player Adrian Payne, is that yesterday was a day with 56 numerology. And yesterday we got the news that Adrian Payne died in a shooting 79 days after his birthday. And we know Society Jesus is 56 and 79. So we know Society Jesus, they like to code the number 56 in all their propaganda. And this is just another ritual by the 56 code. Because notice in gematria, YSL, which is Young Thug's crew, it equals 56, just like Thug. Young Thug, he also goes by Thug. They both equal 56. And remember, 56 connects to Black Lives Matter. Of course, Society Jesus is also 56. And the reason Black Lives Matter is up there is because this happened on 5/9, a number that has been stamped on black people in a negative way, 59. And we get a lot of news stories involving black people on 5/9 every single year. 2 years ago, was it last year or the year before that? We got the death of Little Richard, whose name equals 67 and 86 like blood sacrifice. Yesterday, we got the death of Adrian Payne, basketball player, who was synced up with the 8-year-old. Lacey Holdsworth, who suffered from cancer and died back in 2014, and then he died 8 years and 31 days after her death at the age of 31, like how she died at the age of 8. But notice this. So Young Thug, he was born on August 16th, and notice he's 30 years old, another number stamped on black history. The N-word, slavery's all 30. But from his August 16th birthday to his arrest yesterday, 38 weeks. And of course, that number shows up a lot when it comes to rappers, because in gematria, the word rapper, it equals 38. And notice the 74 and 88. His name, Jeffrey Williams, equals 74 and 88. So his birth name connects to a rapper, and he is arrested 38 days after his birthday. And if you read into the article, it says that there was a 88-page grand jury indictment released on Monday. 88 pages for Jeffrey Williams, the guy whose name is 88. Now this is just more synchronicity here. Notice Young Thug connects with RICO Act. Don't forget what happened with Young Thug earlier this year. Remember his baby mother was shot dead in Atlanta? And her name was Lakevia Jackson. This was on March 18th. Actually, I should measure how many days from March 18th. I won't be surprised if it's 56 or something like that. I doubt it's 56, but let's see something. So it was 52 days. But his baby mother was supposed to be shot by somebody at a bowling alley, and supposedly they had an argument over a bowling ball, and the guy waited for her outside the bowling alley, and then when she came out, he shot her dead. And notice her name, Lakevia Jackson, is 44 like Georgia, like shooting, like execution. Her surname Jackson is also 44. And this all took place at the bowling alley, which equals 56 and 187. Again, they love that number, 56. It shows up all the time. It's the Jesuits behind all this. That's why. You see the 187? YFN Lucci, remember he gave his mother $56,000 on her 56th birthday? From that day, right, this happened on November 3rd, 2021. From that day to the arrest of Young Thug, it was 187 days. From November 3rd to May 9th, 187 days ago, YFN Lucci gave his mother $56,000 on her 56th birthday, and now on the 56th day numerology, Thug from YSL, which are 256 names, has been convicted on 56 charges. I just pity for the people that believe all this stuff. It's just, but yeah. So his baby mother was shot down at a bowling alley, which equals 56 and 187, and the name of that bowling alley is called the Metro Fun Center, which equals the Jesuit order. And his baby mother died 213 days after his birthday. Again, he was born on August 16th, and her death took. Actually, she died on May 17th, but the news broke on the 18th. But her death came 213 days after his birthday, and August 16th is the 228th day of the year. And notice in Gematria, death is 213 and 228. His baby mother died 213 days after his birthday, which is on the 228th day of the year. Now, let's see. Actually, it was, look at that. You could say it's a full span of 54 days since the death of his baby mother, and Jesuit order is 54. So 2 rituals taking place 54 days apart involving Young Thug. And just think about the names that they give these rappers: Young Thug, Gunner. A gunner is somebody who shoots people, right? Baby, little baby, all these terms to just pretty much shame blacks, man. I mean, I'm pretty confident that these rappers are not coming up with these names. Young Thug, I mean, he's not a thug. He's a rapper. He's a music artist. Why is he naming himself Young Thug? I don't see Denzel calling himself, Young Shooter. He calls himself Denzel Washington. I don't have a problem. Like, if Young Thug was Jeffrey Williams, will you guys still promote listen to his music and listen to him and support his albums? I would. Like, there's no reason why his stage name cannot be Jeffrey Williams, his birth name. I don't understand why rappers have to have these aliases. Like, if Gunna was I don't know what Gunna name is. Let's see. Let me look up his real name. Sergio Kitchens. If MTV puts out a music video by Sergio Kitchens, are you guys not going to listen to it? I am. I like Sergio Kitchens. Actually sounds better than Gunna. But, these names that they give these rappers, like Little Baby, The Baby, Lil Wayne, they put the little in front of their name, right? It's just derogatory, really. I don't have any problem listening to Sergio Kitchens and Jeffrey Williams. They only do this to rappers, Only rappers have these derogatory names. But yeah, so this beef between YFN Lucci and Young Thug has been going on supposedly for a long time. But what I want to show you guys is how the Young Thug arrest and the YFN Lucci arrest are 256 rituals. And notice the nice checkerboard shirt that he has on in this picture. And yeah, so he gave her $56,000 for her 56th birthday. Is he gonna give her $57,000 for her 57th birthday? I doubt it. I doubt it. There's probably way more to this, but man, for right now, I'll leave it there. Let's see what happens as this story is still developing. And notice Young Thug's baby mother's death was reported at 5:40 a.m., like 54. And then 54 days later, he gets arrested for some gang involvement and some shootings. I bet you he won't pay for this sacrifice, though. Took out the mother of his child. I bet you that's not in the indictment. So I'll leave it there. If you guys have anything that you want to know, just leave a comment in the comment section, and we'll, the community will definitely see it and try to answer it. If I don't see it, somebody in the community will. But enjoy the rest of your Tuesday, everybody. He gave him $56,000 56th birthday. Also, just one last thing. If you're not following me on Instagram, please do, because I put up a lot of things there that I don't post on YouTube. And the handle is Simple Truth Television, just like that. No space, no nothing. Just Simple Truth Television on Instagram. Like yesterday, I posted this headline that Al Horford he set a career high of 30 points in the playoffs. That's his new career high in the playoffs, 30 points, and he wears the number 42. And just a few the game 3, I was talked about how Giannis Antetokounmpo became 42 and 30 in the playoffs for his career, and he also scored 42 points that game to go along with 30 field goals. And I've been talking about how they like that pair. They like those pair of numbers when it comes to shaming blacks, because the N word and slavery are 42 and 30. So Giannis, not only does he score 42 points, but he took him 30 field goals to do it. And that same day, he becomes 42 and 30 in the playoffs. And then the next game, Al Horford, number 42, scores 30 points. They do this all the time, these 42-30 rituals like that. So there's a lot of things I talk about on my Instagram that I don't come on YouTube. Like, look at this story. A football player named Kobe Bryant. He spells his name with a C. He spells his name Coby, but his name is Kobe Bryant. And on May 6th, the 126th day of the year, he decided that he wants to wear the number 8 to honor the late, great Kobe Bryant. But he did it on May 6th, the 126th day of the year. And that stands out because Kobe Bryant died on 1/26. I mean, just come on. Yeah, so. So, yes, I'll leave it there. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in.